And we have given 3 submissions, 3 projects. So first I would like to take our Nekar Samman Yojana, where we have provided some sort of financial assistance to our weavers community. So this is last year, as everybody is aware that we were having the pandemic, and since the March onwards there was a lockdown, and then everybody was under stress. So at that time our weavers were equally stressed. Then our chief minister had a discussion with us, and he was telling that let us do something for our weavers. And then we put up so many, programs. So one of the programs which was very happily taken by the Honorable Chief Minister was that let us provide some sort of a financial assistance directly to our weavers. And he told that no, it should be quite fast, and there should be a minimum delay and minimum inconvenience should be caused to our weavers, as well as he cautioned us that there should be a no complaint from any angle. So then we thought that no, we were having some data when this 4th National Handloom Census was done, and we had some data, and we told yes sir, we will try. And then he told who will be the beneficiaries. Then I said sir, we will try to include most of them, because in Karnataka we have got some 54,000 odd numbers that will come later. And we told sir, whatever, whether they are the weaver or they are the allied weavers, we will try to cover every of them. And another beautiful thing which Honorable Chief Minister agreed that no, it will be individual. In a family, if there are more than one person are engaged in this weaving activity, so everybody will be provided this financial assistance. And the mechanism was that it will be through the department only, because in those times everything was locked down, things were not moving, and only the government officials were supposed to move here and there and try to help the people. So that's why we told that we will take up to the government, our department only. And then we started developing the scheme and how to select the things and what should be our modus operandi. Then finally officially 16th of May 2020, the whole scheme, whatever we proposed, it was approved by the government as well as by the finance department, and they entrusted the whole work to us only, and we were supposed to implement the scheme. Now we were having some challenges, like the most important thing already I have told, that how to identify the eligible weaver. And when there is a scheme, and then usually you will find so many people will be coming forward. So that's why we were also supposed to verify that yes, they are the weavers only. Then what to do? Then we started thinking, and finally in government we are having there is a Department of E-Governance, and there is a Seva Sindhu, where this is they develop the softwares, because the only mechanism to provide financial assistance directly by weavers was that it should be the DBT. So for that, first of all, we approached to the Center for Governance and Seva Sindhu that let us capture the data, and then we will try to push the money through the DBT. And then we were told that it has to be very fast. So for that, this was not, we were not having time, because it was a relief scheme, and we were supposed to provide the whole assistance very fast. Then, another problem was that no, because our officials, I mean, how to train them also. That is another problem with us. And with that, no, how to collect the data. Because, if in that time gathering was not required, I mean, not permitted rather, and these were some of the challenges we were facing. Then after doing all those brainstorming, then we thought that let us start. And another problem was that our viewers were not having that technology. I mean, they were not very much open to the internet and not with the smartphones. Even if they have got the smartphones also, then another problem was they may not be having how to, operate it. So for that thing, then we thought that we will take this whole capturing of data through the department officials only. And as you know, the whole in Karnataka, though the number is around 55,000, but it is scattered more than 25 districts. So, and in a district also, the population is not at a one place. It is scattered in so many talukas and the villages only. So that was the another problem which we were facing. And then there are so many, organizations of the viewers also. Some of them are with the some development corporation, somebody are with the cooperative society, somebody are with the individual viewers. So that was another area where we were supposed, I mean, we were worried how to capture the data. So then we thought, no, when the scheme is already we are starting, and even the he said, no, if you can do it properly, so we will continue the whole scheme for coming years also. So then we thought, no, if it is going to be a continuous scheme, then we need to have some other, data which can help us to make further programs, and we may also use the same system to provide some other sort of benefits to our viewers, like what type of yarn they are using, what is the organization, whether they are having the houses or land, because we are having the another scheme also where we support them to construct the houses also. So in that way we try to capture that data also. So this is how we have tried to make it a diagrammatic presentation. So first, as till now I was telling, identification of eligible handloom weavers was the most important factor. Then we decided, as I have already told, that we will include everybody. We have got our handloom census data. Then with that we will develop some sort of software through which we will capture the data. Then another thing was that we have to tell the people that this is the scheme which are being proposed by the government. For that, as usual, we also giving the paper advertisement, TVs. So all those things. If they find convenient, they're near to our offices, they can come. Otherwise, my staff will come and they will collect data, and I will collect it, so that the whole capturing of data is very fast and our delivery is very fast. So again, if you make more number of data collection, then there is a problem, and somebody may misuse it also. So we only told, no, we need your Aadhaar card, and we also told that please give us a consent also, as known to everybody that this is very much required for the DBT. And everybody was having an account. If whoever is not having account, then in advance we had some sort of a discussion with the lead bank manager that yes, wherever we will find that our viewers are not having account, immediately zero balance account will be opened. For that, we took the help from the district administration also, and finally everything was ready. Then Seva Sindhu, it was very fast. After some, I remember we sat for a week or 10 days, and within that, my software was ready and it was online, it was rolled, and the capturing of data started. And then, as I told, it was Aadhaar based payment, and we already captured the Aadhaar number and other small details, what type of yarn and other, whether they are having housing site or not. Then this whole, because I think it was very fast. Within 10 days, I remember everything was captured. Then in that, when my staff and people were collecting the data at the field level, in that time, our interface with our Seva Sindhu portal, through which we were capturing the data, and the DBT portal, so that we can use this data to push the money, that was also developed. And immediately then bills were generated, and this capturing of data was done at the field level. After that, interfacing with the DBT portal and then treasury, it was all done at my head office, and our officials, they sat with the e-governance as with the treasury persons. And I remember at the one go, there was a one trial, and another thing, I think every data was pushed, which was validated, and very short duration, every beneficiary got its financial assistance. So that's how we made it quite popular, and because there was no complaint from any quarter. So this year again, the scheme has been extended, and I hope it is not going to end now, because it is such a seamless scheme, courtesy with our e-governance team and this DBT portal, NPCI, and so many other stakeholders. And so now I will just like to tell some things which are the main features of our whole effort. And timely intervention by the government. SCS, we were very quick, very fast, and we could achieve our target. And effective identification coverage of all eligible viewers, that was done. And I can assure you, nobody was left. And people are happy that, most of the scheme, it is a family. For a family or a ration card family, whatever may be the criteria, but everybody in a family is never provided any government assistance. And we covered the whole length and breadth of the Karnataka. And whatever I told you, it was a very simple procedure and just small technology intervention, but we need to have a commitment to get it done, and pursuance, because if you want to get something done in a very fast way, definitely we have to pursue it, and we have to take a lot of effort also. As I told, this was a paperless initiative and Aadhaar based verification, because either people came to our office or our official went to them, just they were having laptop or some other device, and just asking, only thing which was collected was the Aadhaar card copy and consent, so that in future, if many times validation something fails, so we can rectify it. Otherwise, it's all more or less paperless. And another beautiful thing is that we covered silk weavers, cotton weavers, as well as the.
So can you close the presentation in the next 2 minutes, because we have crossed the time limits?
Yes, I think I'm going to close even in a minute only. So it was a hassle-free delivery to centrally developed portal to ensure transparency. As I told, there was not a single complaint from any quarter, and reduced turnaround time, minimized visits to avail the services. Rather than asking people to come to us, we were going to them, and we were in a position to provide the succor and relief to the viewers within time. And this is just small, coverage. So we covered around 54,789 viewers, some 33,670 households, and amount was 2,000 rupees per person, and we spent 10.96 crores. And this is our Honorable Chief Minister. He pushed the button to send the money to their accounts. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, I have got certain questions.
Yes, please.
It looks as if it's only a money transfer program.
Yes.
So, but what about just giving money to them is not enough, See, they're handloom weavers. So by taking your money, they will be able to weave. That's what we presume. So have you done any kind of market linkage, for example, whatever they buy, because of the COVID, they are not able to sell. Have you, because you are from the textile commissionerate, so it's also your responsibility to ensure that whatever they produce is getting sold. So what action have you taken to ensure that? Because giving money is only a one-way process. Whatever they are producing should also be sold so that they get benefit.
Okay, that
Real
is
benefit.
because this was my point of concentration. Consideration for the award. So in that time we did so many things, like even we helped them to get in the ration. Also, remember the Government of India, they told 3 months additional rations will be supplied to them. We helped them to get the ration.
No.
I'm coming.
That is okay.
I'm coming. Even they were facing problem of yarn also. Then we provided them the yarn also through NSDC or some of our own corporations. As far as whatever products were lying with them, which was not sold, because in the month of May and June, the problem was not so acute. Then finally, we took up a proposal with the government that government may purchase those stocks. That was the one effort. Then second effort, we tried to link them with the e-commerce. And for that, we have got another case. We see there is a corporation. So they have got a tie-up with the Flipkart and these other so-called e-commerce platforms. So, and as well as there is another, we approached one of the, I forget that some GoCop, something like that. No, from them also we told that please take some sort of, products from our viewers. As well as there were so many NGOs which we motivated and they purchased, even some, textile industry groups also, they also purchase some sort of a product from our cooperative society.
Yeah, actually, no, frankly speaking, that is what really matters to the people, giving them food and all that Government of India, state governments, everybody is doing. But since you are in a specific textile sector and your weavers do produce the best quality silk, helping them to market their product is much more effective to them. Of course, by giving them money is moral boosting so that they continue working. That I understand, but you must also do the other side.
Ma'am, this was simply a relief so that, as you know, everything was blocked. And what you were trying to tell, I think next year I will come with that proposal also.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you. Should I go for another?
No, it's a good initiative.
No, Mr. Bhushan Mohan will also ask some questions.
Please.
This is good. My only thing is you should be able to measure the outcomes of the initiative. You are giving them money, you are giving them all those things, but there has to be a positive outcome which is coming or which is sustainable on a long-term basis. Ultimately, they have to stand on their own feet. So the support can only be given so that they become more and more financially independent and not dependent on just the supports which keep on coming to them. So I think there has to be a much broader, longer term view which has to be taken once we are providing this support. The support is very good, but that longer term view has to be taken. Thank you.
I will tell you once again the same thing. So other activities, even, again, if I tell in the beginning, so next year you will be knowing the thing. We are going to provide them the the most important thing is that whatever they produce, it has to be sold. So I'm going to connect them with the tourism department as well as e-commerce platform. I'm going to start our own. Third thing, I'm going to provide them the diversification of the project. For that, already government of Karnataka has given me money to provide them some design support. For that, money is available. Only thing, I have to set up a handloom resource center from where that I will be again supporting them to make a diversification of the project. And I hope with those things, finally they will be having a sustainable